Hey guys, welcome back to Ashley's Homestead Adventures. That was quite the beautiful storm we had yesterday afternoon. It was really neat to sit and watch the clouds and just kind of how different it is. The storms are so different in the different areas that you live in, and even though I've never been out of the United States, I've lived in 3 different states in the United States, and the storms are all very different. And so it was really cool to experience, sit outside, and there wasn't a big enough threat that I could actually be out here and enjoy it and watch the clouds do their swirly things, and then of course the rainbow and that came afterwards. And it was a day yesterday for Mr. Wonderful and I to hang out together and enjoy each other's company, kind of a rest day of sorts. So that was a beautiful day, and I'm so glad that I got to take the day off and enjoy it with him. But today we are back to work on the farm, and we have lots of tasks to do. Not sure, you know how it goes with me. I don't really know if I'm going to get them all done or not, so I'm not even going to tell you what they are. But there is farm chores and gardening involved. I will tell you that, and please come along with me and share another beautiful day on the farm with me. Well, we got our chickens on fresh grass, and the sheep net moved, and this will be the last pin on this section. They've grazed this whole first section today, and then tomorrow they will bump Velvet out of that second pasture, and she will go into the next one, and they will start grazing that whole second pasture. So what do you have? May I see? May I see? Let me see. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Lego. Lego. Thank you. That's Boss's scarf. Okay. I guess we can figure that one's done. So now we just got to get the animals out. And today will be interesting because today is the first day that I'm actually going to try to put King out with the calves and the girls out by themselves. So let's get them out. It's kind of windy today, so I'm sorry about the audio. Well, we got everybody out. Mr. King is over here grazing with the calves, and he is fit to be tied. And having a ram or a bull, or really any male animal, you know, it comes with costs. They're ornery, and he doesn't mean anything by it. He's just sexually frustrated, and this is the area that I'm concerned about. I'm concerned that he will try to go under and get in with the girls, and so I'm gonna go ahead and get the girls' fence turned on, see how he does. The girls are all out, and it's not gonna hurt anything if he gets in with the girls, but I'm just trying to keep the separation and not go back and forth. It makes it harder on him. Once he gets detached and reattaches himself to the calves, then he will be much better off. But I don't want to leave him in the barn while everybody else gets to go out on pasture. So if I can get him to stay in there with the calves, then that would be ideal. So I'm just gonna watch him. Farming dynamics. You know, if you have a ram, you've got to be able to think about when you're gonna separate him, and are you gonna be able to handle him, you know, or a bull. And that's why I do not ever want a bull on the farm. Oh, there's a stray dog. Or somebody's dog. calves are like, what the what? Why did you put him in here with us? He's such a bully. But now all Bronco's really got to do is just go head to head with him, and you know, really any of them are big enough to take him. And he's young and boisterous. You know, he's a strong boy and he's a young boy, and so he's very, very full of hormones, and so he just wants to beat up everything and anything that he sees. So he's in there rummaging for the rest of the snacks that are in that pile, which is another dynamic that is going to have to change if he's going to be out here. Then the calves' feed is going to have to change. I cannot grain them any longer with him in there, because sheep and goats, males especially, should not be on grain. Oh, here comes another one. I've got collars on, so somebody loves them. But that is a problem in rural America. Here we go. Uncle's like, dude, that's my food. So, and the calves don't really need to be on grain. I just grain them because I'm weaning them off slowly, and I like to keep them in tip-top shape, and I like to be able to come out and fly spray them in the mornings. Oh, they popped out over there. That's fine. As long as they leave my animals alone, I'm perfectly okay with that. Another reason why I have my sheep in electric netting, and why I bring them in every night, is because of the dogs that run around. So that's what I wanted to see right there. Everybody's eating and carrying on and getting along okay. There will be some herd dynamics to be sorted out, but if this works and he stays in here, then that will give him companionship while his girls are lambing. So, okay, chickens are moved, but they're not fed, and the barred rock chicks get to have a big day today. So, back to work I go, and I need to water everybody and check everybody's minerals. Okay, well, as usual, one project led into another, and I needed to move all of the trailers, get them off the hayfield, and get them, you know, parked in their summer spots. So just got that done, and now I can move on to the project that I was doing that prompted me moving the trailers. So this is what I've done. This is what prompted the moving of the trailers. And these guys have outgrown their brooder in the feed room. And I'm having to change the bed every day, and their style was getting cramped in there. So it is warm enough here. Hello, Hazy Hops. It is warm enough here for them to go outside. However, I didn't have anywhere that I could put them outside that they couldn't get out of. So we decided to put them in the stock trailer. And they're safe in here. They cannot get out of it. They have tons of room. And they have now a bigger waterer, a bigger feeder. They have a heat lamp that is tied and double tied, and it will only be used nights that it's gonna get, you know, in the 40s. Anything, you know, anything over 50 degrees, your chicks are fine after they're 3 weeks old. And these guys are almost 4 weeks old, which means that they've got another, you know, 2 weeks inside in the brooder. And it was just like, no, they don't have enough room. And so I molded over. I could have done a dog crate inside the barn, but I think vitamin D is good for them. And though this is not direct sunlight, it's still, you know, sunlight and breeze, and they are fully feathered. And so they were just sleeping because their heat lamp was off in the feed room. I've been having to turn it off because it's getting in the 70s. So they've been asleep, which worked out really well because it was very low stress catching them and putting them in the dog crate, the cat crate, and then I just broke open the cat crate and unsnapped it. You know, I used one where I could unsnap it and lay the top half to the side. So they're perfectly happy here in the sunshine. I'm not going to bother them or disturb them. There's plenty of room in here. They've got fresh food and water. But if they just kind of want to sit in that little cat crate for a while and adjust to the sounds and the sunshine and all of that, then that is perfectly fine. They can come out on their own time. These are our barred rock chicks that we got from one of our favorite feed stores, Circle L Feed in Quitman, Arkansas, and they were all sexed, so they should be all females. Of course, every once in a while you get a male that sneaks in, you know, but we should have 95% female anyway out of these 25. We got 25, we still have 25, and this is our favorite breed of chicken. They will be dual purpose. We will use them for obviously eggs because they're great egg layers, but we will also use them for hatching out chicks to grow out for meat. So these will be our breeders, and we do have I do believe we've got a barred rockaroo in the other chicken tractor, but they're starting to wake up a little bit. These should be our breeders that will eventually produce eggs that will become meat, whether we grow them out, hatch them out, grow them out, and butcher them, or whether we just eat the eggs. So I don't know. You guys are gonna love it out here in this big old trailer. There's plenty of room for you. The noise on the outside is the Chihuahua trying to figure out how to see over the edge of the trailer. She hasn't figured it out yet, but chicken police is out in full force. Oh, here we go. Now I can have my feed room back for the year. I do not believe we will be hatching out any more babies this year. At least until winter. I'm not positive on that, but as of right now, I have no plans to hatch anything out or have any more baby chicks in my feed room. I do need to get their oyster shells out here. They have had oyster shells since day one. I did not make that mistake again. And I just didn't bring it out. I brought out a new feeder and a new water, but I didn't bring out their oyster shells. So I will do that when I do everybody else's minerals. What do you got there? Did you bring me Did you bring me a log? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. I love Labradors. Well, thank you guys so much for coming along with me today and doing some morning chores and getting some baby chicks moved out. I appreciate you stopping by today and every other day. I hope you had a beautiful day. Yours truly.